Alrighty gamers, welcome into No Such Time Gaming, and today I wanted to talk about the fact that there's a rumored PS2 Vita coming out, or PS Vita 2. Sorry, my correction. I'm actually excited for this. I don't normally get excited for PlayStation products, but there's a reason particularly I'm excited for this. And we're gonna read this article I put up on it, so that way you can get an example of what we have coming up, and we can get an example of where I'm going to stand on this and why I'm excited for it. And I'll go into explaining even more as to why I'm excited for this, and if this does come to fruition, I'll probably pick one up, provided there's certain features done to it. Now, let's just get into it. All right, so we have an article here that I had to re-record this whole video because my microphone was off, so I have to re-record it again. But anyway, it's an article about the PS Vita 2. So let's just get into it. PlayStation Vita 2 in development, according to reputable leaker. All right. So, man, these articles, I hate these kind because what they do is they put ads there and then they get in the way of the full article, so I have to scroll down a little bit past the ads. But it's been a while since Sony released a new handheld with powerful native rendering capabilities. The PlayStation Vita, released in 2011, was the last device that Sony released in this category. The company did make a return to the handheld arena in 2023 with the PlayStation Portal, but that was a cloud-based handheld which is not capable of running native rendering like the Steam Deck and other modern devices. So yeah, when they brought this PlayStation Portal out, I know I've seen YouTubers buy it, but at the end of the day, it's not something that like I was like, I was like, this is just, a lot of people were like, this is kind of stupid. And I still think it's a really bad idea that they did this, but, some people went out and picked this item up. As for how well it sold, I don't actually know because, you know, people buy this stuff. Uh, a small group of people go out and buy this stuff, pay for it. And the thing about PlayStation normally is they come out with those items that look like they're gonna be cool, but I feel like a lot of those items, people leave them set after a while. And I've heard people, talking about they don't play the PlayStation as much because there's not enough stuff coming out for the PlayStation. So at this point, I'll go into explaining why I'm excited for this particular item. So let's just keep going down. Now, leaker Moore's Law is dead claims that a Vita 2 or a handheld distant to success seed the PlayStation handheld legacy of the PSP and Vita is in development. Since this is the first report that we have heard of this kind, it's best to take it with a massive grain of salt, as it's specified that the handheld is still in very early development. Moore's Law is dead may be an unfamiliar name to many gamers and gaming enthusiasts, as many of his previous leaks have come in the form of leaks from Nvidia, AMD, and Intel. He most recently corrected he most recently correctly leaked the price of the RTX 40 Super Series lineup months ahead of launch. So his track record is genuinely good. Generally good, sorry. In a video, Moore's Law is Dead claims that a potential PlayStation Vita 2 handheld is in a high level design phase. He states it is being worked on by AMD at that that money has exchanged hands, that Sony isn't just asking AMD, they are paying for the active development right now. Other details, such as design and a full green light for the production, are still far from being finalized, and a production born from the results of the development of some chip may never see the green light of never see the green never see the light of day. Sorry, I'm stumbling on my words. All right, the leaker notes that the device would be at least 2 years out and is yet to have any kind of finalized specifications, but speculation is already brewing for how Sony could position such a product in the market. Specification speculation. the fact that Sony is working on this is a big deal, actually. The leaker comments. Unnamed developers commented that a Vita successor could offer 18 compute units utilizing a variant of PS5 chips, so that backward compatibility for the PS4 and PS5 could be a possibility. Given the advanced efficiency we're seeing from integrated AMD chips, it could be a big jump in performance at around half of a PS5's total graphic heft. No architectures have been mentioned or specified, however, so bear in mind that the discussion around how powerful this chip is will be all still speculation. The leaker continues to speculate that the development of a weaker or more stripped down version of a PS5 chip could also be attractive to put in a home console from form factors such as the Vita TV, stating that it might be attractive to certain markets if positioned like a PlayStation Series S. And so there's the end of the article. So I want to get back to me and talk about how I feel about this and what I think, what I hope out of this in the future. So let's get back to it. All right. So what I think about this and how I feel about this is just this. I'm looking forward to this. I'm actually excited that this became a rumor, and maybe we'll see the future of it be a real live realistic thing. So I want to say this. All right, what I hope for out of this is just it does something similar to the PS5. Now, I know they mentioned it's going to be a more stripped down version instead of what the PS5 is giving us. But all I ask for out of this is if you give us a stripped down version and give us games to only run on that, put it so it's dockable, because I will still buy one of those just because it's a portable and it's dockable and it's not something huge sitting on your desk. Because let's face facts, I'm at the point where the Nintendo Switch is small, the Xbox 360 is a little bit chunky, and then I got my huge PC in the background, which I'm okay with, but it comes to a point where that stuff gets in the way of a lot of stuff. So then I have an issue where I have a bunch of big items sitting on my desk, and it's just it becomes too much sometimes, and to move it around and clean under it and all that just becomes a bit much. But yeah, this is literally how I feel. I feel like if they're gonna do this, they need to put it as a dockable item. If you're gonna do this, also put PS4 graphics into it. That's all I can really ask for, because I don't really need PS5 graphics in a small handheld device. I don't, and if they do it, I hope they still do physical stuff. If not, I know they're probably going to end up doing digital, because that's what most of those handhelds do, because it's just easier to carry around that way. But, at the end of the day, I think this is a great idea, and I hope they come to fruition with this. Now, this is just talks. If this rumor becomes true, we'll probably hear about it in the next 6 months to a year, because if they're saying it's 2 years out, 6 months in after this rumor, if we hear stuff, then we definitely know that this is becoming true. So we have to give it time and wait and see if the rumor is actually true. And if if this guy is right about his leaks and this is the first time he's doing this, this might be a good sign that it's coming to fruition, but we still don't know yet. And that's about it for me. So if you like what you saw here, hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you next time. Keep gaming, gamers.